Italian Wine Podcast. Chin Chin with Italian wine people.
Hello, my name is Monty Waldin. I'm with Giuseppe Tasca from the Tasca del Merita. Did I say that right?
Winery yes, Tasca del Merita. It's perfect.
Oh, okay, Tasca del Merita winery in Sicily. How long has your family been making wine?
We bought the estate in 1830, so it's. I'm not good in mathematics, but more or less almost 200 years.
And which generation of the family?
My brother and me are the 8th generation.
And your brother is called?
Alberto.
Okay, so who does what? Do you do the sales and he does the vineyards?
He does the numbers and I talk with people to wash their brain, try to say that Sicily is the right place where to be, where you have good raw materials, good wines, good everything.
But Sicily is getting so, not just for Etna, but in general, it's getting very renowned as a source of very, very interesting wines made from interesting grapes from an interesting place. I mean, is that also partly the fact that the wines are seen as, or have been traditionally seen as, kind of good value, or is it something more than that?
I hope there's something more than that. But anyway, being a good value wines is always a good tool if you are not really well known for the wine. So Sicily in the last 30 years find an open door, I can say, to because all the wines were very high prices and we did good quality wine and introduced in the market all over the world. Now our average price is climbing out step by step, making always better quality, try to do our best. Not only us, all the Sicilian, we are very a big and nice group of Sicilian wineries.
Okay, so when you started 30 years ago, that was sort of the beginning of the revolution?
No, I don't know. I can sign a point when the revolution began. My grandfather started in 1953 to export the wine, and then we did our job. My father did his job step by step, and also a lot of other wineries helped us to promote the Sicilian brand.
Okay, I mean, so what do you think has changed over the last 30 years? I'm not just talking about sort of technology, but maybe the mindset of Sicilian producers, people making Sicilian wine, because they're not all actually from Sicily. But.
Yeah. Well, the new generation caring about agriculture and viticulture in Sicily are much performing. They have a big passion. They have, and they travel a lot. We are pioneers. We travel all the year long. So I think we promote word by mouth what we do, and people liked it.
So what are the main varieties you work with? Are you working with like Bordeaux grapes and Chardonnay? Or are you working with traditional Sicilian grapes?
We do both. We used to start with traditional grapes. Then in the late 80s, we started with the Chardonnays and Cabernet. My father was the first in Sicily to plant it, and that was a good weapon when I went to New York. If I go inside a restaurant and said I'm a Sicilian producer, I have an Erodavola, they just tell me, get right out of here. I don't have time for you. The first time I went there and said I have a Chardonnay, Sicilian Chardonnay, they told me, let's try it. So that's what the beginning to be better known, and now we have the chance to introduce all our native grape variety that are more than 50. So we have to work step by step, focus on some of them, and then maybe in a couple of generations we can make a good work.
But do you think almost we're going backwards rather than? I mean, did you say 30 years ago buyers would only look at you or talk to you if you had Merlot, Cabernet, Chardonnay? And now, actually, they're saying we don't want Chardonnay from Sicily. We want native grapes.
That's not obviously the trend is always changing. You have native that are now coming up, and then maybe
such as give me some varieties that are particularly hot at the moment, popular.
But I think that obviously Nero d'Avola, but I think Grillo. Will be the next one.
That's a white grape, yeah?
It's a white grape, very pleasant and very distinctive.
In what way?
And then we have, because it's good aroma, typical aromas, and not too heavy, very fresh to drink, with a good minerality. And
slightly floral?
Slightly floral, and not really tropical fruit, but very smooth. And pleasant. And then Perricone, it's a very nice red variety. Nerello Mascalese, obviously on the Etna, is one of the what Sicily is coming better known for.
So you're talking about Etna. You've obviously got vineyards on Etna as well.
Yeah, we just bought it just 8 years ago in 2008.
So that's seen a massive boom, hasn't it?
Well, it is. There's a lot of energy. The quality of the wine is outstanding. We loved it because they're not big and jammy wine like people who are used from Sicily. They are very narrow, straight, and elegant. Not a lot of color, good tannins, long aging. I think wine fans should step once in the Etna.
Okay, so and when you're at home in the evening, do you just grab the nearest bottle you've got on the table and sit down and relax, or do you always use sort of, right, this wine is going to go with this dinner I'm having this evening, or are you a bit more relaxed? How do you do it?
My passion are aged white wines. So
Right.
when I have the chance and I have something already pretty cold, I open an aged Grillo, an aged Catarato, something that I have in my cellar.
So when you say age, how many years are you talking about?
I'm between 8 and 20.
Really? So
Yeah.
people say, how is it possible that you have a white wine from a boiling hot place like Sicily? How could that possibly age for 20 years?
No,
and
but
improve?
Sicily is a continent, it's not one place. You have very cold places too. You can ski in Sicily. You can do a lot of different things. So we have the chance to do warm wines and fresh wines at
Okay.
the same time.
I mean, do you think maybe that's also a problem of perception that some people think that maybe Sicilian wine is like a picnic wine to be drunk immediately? You're saying that it's actually a very serious wine that's capable of aging just as long as a white Burgundy, for example.
Yeah, perception, obviously, it's important, and I think we are trying to change perception of people step by step. Etna Wines can do that very properly. The DOC where we are, the Conte di Sclafani DOC, is also making a very long-aging Catarato, and we trust on those white varieties. Personally, are my passion.
So what are your favourite dishes with those white varieties? What do you drink? Are you a good cook? You like cooking?
I love cooking.
So what do you cook then with those white varieties?
I'm not the one that say that with red meat you need red wine or things like that. It depends. I love obviously seafood and fish. In Sicily we have a very good quality of it. And then I love sea urchins. I love oysters, raw fish. I absolutely love it. Maybe not in a Japanese style, but in a Sicilian style with some skin of the orange, pepper, salt, and a little bit of oil. No lemon. I don't like lemon in the fishes.
Okay. This is quite acidic and it maybe upsets the...
If the fish is old, you can use lemon to hide it. But if it's fresh, I think you need to have it without.
So how do you unwind? You obviously travel a lot. I mean, you talk about going to New York restaurants. What do you do when you just want to forget about wine?
I almost never want to. Well, I drink. No, I'm joking. Obviously, I love to drink. I also drink some beer sometimes. I'm not shy to say that. I love sports. I love to play tennis, paddle, golf.
Okay.
Sing, race. I love music. I see not less than 20 concerts in a year, I think.
But not all,
jazz, rock, and classic, everything.
But if you're like having a travelling schedule, you have to go to New York. Do you say, right, I'm going to time my visit to New York so I can go to this restaurant and see this person in concert or this band? Do you do it like that? Are you that organised?
Not at all. When I am free and on vacation, I love to. In Italy, we say navigare a vista. That means that you don't have no aiming, no plan.
No fixed plans.
Just feel what is happening around you and go. And go forward.
What is your next challenge on a personal level, and what is your next challenge on a wine level? You talked about perception.
Yeah, that obviously perception is important. My personal challenge is to make the world know that Catarato, Grillo, and Carricante, they can have a very high and fantastic quality for a long aging wine that you can match with a lot of different foods, and so that's in the wine. What I like to do in my dreams, I have a lot of different dreams, not only talking about wines, talking about agriculture, talking about style of life. I think Sicily, it's really a place with very deep culture, very deep roots that we can match all together and make a fantastic place for visitors all over the world. This is my dream, bring everybody in Sicily.
Okay, Giuseppe Tasca, it's been a real pleasure talking to you. Hope to see you in Sicily sometime.
Oh, why not?
And we can drink some. I'd love to try some 20-year-old Carricante with you.
Thank you, and I hope everybody listening to us will come to Sicily once.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Ciao.
Follow us at Italian Wine Podcast on Facebook.